Priorities on the inside. And he'll look to put himself in the slot here, nice and glassy as that sunlight touches the face of our takeoff zone. And Ezekiel Lau is up and swinging. Good bottom turn, big hack, really nice, powerful surfing. 7 points the requirement for him if he wants to advance into the quarterfinals. Will swing down and snap, just kind of break his line halfway through that turn. Fitting it nicely into her pockets is not an easy wave to surf. Doing a good job so far.
He needs a double up, I think, just to finish this one off to really solidify a score here.
And he'll bring this in over some troubled water, looking for that coveted double up section. Needs to hit it hard. Just kind of puts it up, gives himself a fist bump, and he's asked a question.
Don't feel like that may improve at all for Luca. Let's watch again as Ezekiel Lau finding some open face here and in the sunshine too.
Yeah, I think Luke could have shut the door then, couldn't he? But yeah, Zeke just mistake-free. A few of those arcing calves right in the pocket. And then had a lot of bumps and lumps here, but stuck with it and finished it off. It's going to be interesting because that wave of Messinas looked like it had a lot of scoring potential. He'd done really well on the outside, but it just made a mistake. So, and often those just little mistakes that can change a heat. Zeke liked it, as we know.
From those mid-sized waves, kind of like this.
Beautiful looking wave here for the Australian Lawler. Deep bottom turn, just holds it in there. And then he'll fang one high in the pocket. Nice whip energy through that. Grabs it off the bottom again and smashes another nice turn. Ton of spray off that one. Still going a million miles an hour. Flicks another big turn. Keeps on going down the line.
There you go.
And he'll
compete with him. But the Vissla guys, right? So they're out there supporting this guy, being the cheerleaders for Lawler, who's also a Vissla team rider. Beautiful snaps from him here in that section, and this is a very important section, being that this panel eats that stuff up, and if you attack that final section
all over the place with him, I'll be asking for waves every 5 minutes to Miguel.
Whoa, speaking of big waves, Nat Young just went through the lip on a massive 10-foot, and there's 2 turns. And he likes that, and he's just so in his wheelhouse. And look at this. Chico.
Huge wave coming off the bottom. Huge backside snap there. It winds up again, and boom. I don't know if you guys at home know how big is this wave, but this was a proper section, like 6 foot, hard to surf, and he belted this. So huge first turn here. Really well done by Nat. He winds up again, and he was able to land that second turn, and yeah, 9 points. Improve on one of those 6s, as we see here. Nat's wave, really big bottom turn and huge snap off the top there. He winds up again, boom, huge turn again on a hard section to deal with. He winds up again here, and yeah, this wave was just delivering for him. And Nat Young taking advantage of all the section, that 2 9s, and yeah, he's on the next round. As we see Carlos' wave. So this came in as an 8-5 and a well-deserved one. Big layback jam there. He winds up again. Here the wave kind of gets hard, and he goes for a massive section, and he makes it. He looks at the judges and he's like, did you see how big was this? With 14 minutes to go, it's nice to have a backup, and Carlos did just that. As we see Hiroto up and riding.
Here goes Hiroto Ohara. He's waited a long time for this wave. Almost loses the bottom and recovers really well. Now we'll get his skates on. Check the speed as he hucks down the line with an absolute ton of energy right off the tail of his board, driving that carve in a really steep, critical section. Such a hard turn to do, and you just saw...
This wave was a big wave. He comes off the bottom. He gets a quick kind of carve here. The wave wasn't really easy to surf, a lot of white water there, but this one, he gets really low, and then huge extended carve there. So yeah, you see how low he gets on his board. Amazing.
Seems to have had a really good read, particularly over that bumpy water. It's unseated. Well, like 3 times we've seen Hiroto Ohara get stumbles. Here he goes, live action, ripping a big turn on a big size wave, using the full amplitude of the wave, and he'll carve again nicely. This is much better stuff from Hiroto. He'll jam down in the pocket there, keeping that speed going. He needs a finish in here. A big requirement, he needs 983. He'll hit it once. And a mistake from him once again. So tricky to hit that in there. That's why it's paying off big in terms of points. And he'll be annoyed because he put himself in a shot with that wave. He did need a near perfect ride. That won't be it. And a little annoyance there. We don't mind seeing.
Yeah, Imai showing that it's not that easy to serve right now.
Both surfers going down on that last exchange. Imai Devalt, that's better stuff from him. Nice and crisp in the pocket. So sharp on that rail. See how quick he gets that turn done. Burying the board into this thick face is another massive turn for Imai. And you
That section. Let's see what he did. He did a quick layback there. He comes off the bottom, and he does quite a good carve there. Here the wave gets bigger, and he attacks it. One big snap there, and then he slipped off. So yeah, but that snap, that layback set up the wave. Then he got this carve in. He kind of digged the rail there, but this turn looked really good. Heavy section, and he did super well to make that. And unfortunately, he slipped off afterwards.
Whatever. Yeah, it's another call. Cool, you know. And whereas if you're psyching for a heat, you know, it can feel.
Yeah, well, there's so much on the line. You want to get your preparation just right. Here's a man who's getting his preparation right. Massive layback snap. It just gets decapitated on the inside, but he'd done some work out the back. And this is going to be another good score to back up an 8.93. Yeah. And for Zeke, if he was to get through this, how much an advantage do you think, Pete, knowing that tomorrow you'll only surf twice, whereas...
Some of it, at least.
Yeah? How was it?
Strider Waznowski was there, Mick Fanning.
Was Kelly Slater there?
Kelly Slater.
That's
of course,
surprising.
anytime golf's involved.
Kelly's always there. Golf and celebrity, he's all over it. As we see Nat Young, so this is he's trying to get back in the game. So goes down the bottom here, comes around the corner, hits it hard, and then another one. This wave has got more steep face. Not quite as bowly as Carlos. Can he finish off? So unlike Carlos, he does finish off. So that's exactly looks like we're back on.
Let's watch the angle here. I mean, that drone angle really takes it away as far as like comparison-wise, right? So let's see. He gets around the corner here. There's the first carve. He does like to hook the board straight back into the pit. Good vertical tag there. Didn't get the spray that he probably would have liked, but that he did. And the finish tags it, drifts across the lip. Good variety for the backhand. Always tough to showcase. Right, we're at 6:30
and
local
Nat
time.
Young, I'll tell you what, that is impressive. Nat Young's just motored back out there, really on the pump paddling, and he's got up, he's got energy, he's got that fitness, and he's just gone stab. That's a little Nat Young trademark. This
Gotta
wave
be something
looks
big
nice.
here, though.
Oof, big turn. This angle from the above just flattens out this wave. You can see the spray, and you can see him just about to try and
Finish move. Oh.
And there's Nat Young
Yep,
at his best.
done.
And that's why he's being so dangerous.
Been that way. I mean, to get and figure out where this wave was in the lineup, it didn't look like much in the very beginning, and then all of a sudden it stood up very nice. Didn't see it happening until now. We got this hook, and then the finish move. Actually gets another snap and a finish move. Hook there. And if you're looking at comparisons to, wow, that is just committed up and over, no worries. I mean, in comparison to the 7 from